Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new New World video. Today is going to be a little different opposed to my other videos. We are going to be watching the new Q&A video that AGS has put out on YouTube about an hour and a half ago. I am very excited to hear what the community has to say and what the developers are going to bring to the table. I will be giving my humble opinion on them, and we can have a discussion here in the comments below. Before we begin the video, I do want to mention to everyone who has tuned into my videos, thank you so much for the huge support. The channel is growing exponentially due to New World. I'm very excited for what the future holds for this game and for the YouTube channel in general. I do want to put out most content that works for me, but also what you guys would like to see. So let me know what you want to see in the near future.
All right, and why don't we get more info about why you make certain balance changes? AGS just makes random explosive changes but misses to underline it with reasoning and goals for us to comprehend.
Very true.
The truth is we have a 20-sided dice we keep in the back.
I thought it was the blind monkeys type.
It might be too loud.
Dartboard. Yes, it's a dartboard.
I think right there is fine, midway. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here. Before we continue, I will be making frequent pauses and going over that. So yes, we have been noticing that AGS has been making explosive changes when it comes to balance. The past few seasons, they've been taking about a 3 to 6 month gap in between each balance update for PvP. And of course, the community has been crying out for more balance changes. And now that we're getting it, do we like it? Are we agreeing with their type of changes? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, what changes that you feel were too harsh. Let's begin.
Are you sure the way you balance perks makes your community happy? For example, Shirking Heals was broken at the start.
This is going to be a great
interaction
question.
With the Ankh has been fixed and balanced. With the last update, it has been nerfed again, but now that it has tens of CDs, it's a completely useless perk, and anyone who has it in their gear should simply throw it away and start over again.
All right, let me stop right there before they have anything to say. Yes, Shirking Heals was very broken because of Ankh. Shirking Heals has not been seen for a while, as it's kind of been under the radar with the community for some time. And of course, when Ankh came out, the community saw some potential with incoming heals. A lot of people are making their gear with Ankh and Shirking Heals, and now that they've obtained it, it's now nerfed to the ground to the point where it is useless, and this is why the comment is saying we should just simply throw it away and just look for a new brand new set of gear. AGS, I will say, they did kind of nerf Shirking Heals to the ground with the 10 seconds opposed to the 5 seconds it had. It's a little rough, but I think they're gonna say something along the lines that they did probably hit too hard and they're gonna set it back. Let's see what they have to say.
So let me just step back here, because this is a great question, and I think we are happy about some things and unhappy about others.
I hope you're unhappy what you're doing
really
with Ankh.
Happy about is that the pace of change,
sorry, Shirking Heals,
how often we put up balance updates, has increased.
Okay, here we go. That's it right here. Their increase of balance changes have increased dramatically. Yes, it has. And again, we are not used to AGS putting out this many balance changes in a frequent interval. As I mentioned earlier in the video, they take about 3 to 6 months sometimes for them to even come out with a significant change or balance in anything. And now that we're getting it, I don't know if they're highly staffed or their priorities are starting to become more PvP based or just I don't know. But it is dramatically increased, and their balance have been very explosive. So let's see if they're either going to tone it down or if they address it here.
Dramatically, previous to last year. If you remember, we were admittedly a little slow, and that was a goal
very
of
slow.
ours. Let's make balance changes more often. And I think we've hit that. I'm very happy.
You definitely have.
I think the magnitude of our change here recently might have been a little bit too strong.
Thank you. It has been too strong.
Balance,
I'm pretty sure the community would like to hear that.
Big meta shifting changes with expansions, or when we do a big perk rework. But outside of that, I think we need to be making a little more constrained changes and sort of pushing our way towards balance.
Sure.
So here I think, with the Shirking Hills, I do think we overshot a little bit with the 10 seconds.
Yes,
we'll go
they
into
have.
details a little bit in balance of power on why we did that, but that is something that we're looking at, and we are going to be pulling back a little bit on that chain.
All right, so they just admitted that they might have hit Shirking Heels a little too hard. Now, that's just one perk, right? That's just one perk that they've made significant changes to because of Ankh. They could have either made changes to Ankh, or they could have made changes to Shirking Heels and its percentage of incoming heals, opposed to how long it takes for it to kick in. What do you guys think? Should Shirking Heels receive a less percentage of incoming heals and keep it at its 5-second cooldown time, or are you guys happy with just putting it back to where it was, the 2.5% or the 2.2% of your base health and 5-second cooldown? What do you guys think?
I'd add that in the past, if you go back a year or earlier, there was a lot of feedback that we weren't making enough change fast enough. We were nudging forward, nudging.
So basically, he's saying
Sometimes you have to go
it's the
too
community's
far
fault.
and then pull back. And I think this is an example where we probably did that, but a lot of the other times it's worked out, and this one, it's correctable.
Yeah.
What are you going to do
Hey,
about
he
the
said it's
gold
correctable.
sink?
That's pretty
People
good.
are quitting. Economy. It's a hard topic. Right now, I can observe the situation that in many different cases, we are not able to earn money. Loot from
If you guys check out my video and the annotation card right on the top right, you can see how to earn gold daily. It isn't the best way to earn gold, but it is the only way to earn gold that AGS is offering at the moment. Check it out.
the dungeon is 99% bonded, unable to sell it. And crafting. Product is cheaper than all the mats needed to craft it. Gold sinks drain while it's mostly from casual players. Will you be able to justify the crafting gold sink? It costs 55,000 gold per week on chromatic orbs and Azoth inductor with little ways of balancing this out. Could this be added to mutations? Have you tried to fix resource prices?
What is...
It's getting worse now and seems out of balance. For example, the prices of runewood and spin fiber are very cheap now. How do you fix it?
Yes, the chromatic seals and the Azoth inductors are a big gold sink right now. And generally that's more of an opt-in.
Yes, they are gold sinks. I haven't had the time or the opportunity to make the video. I have been thinking about it for some time, but since, there's attention going on to the channel now, I will be a little bit quicker when it comes to these type of updates and what I'm thinking. I do want to refrain from just being a complaining channel. I want to just work with what we got and of course make the best of what we have. So yeah, gold sinks. This is a big problem. We aren't giving the money to anyone for it to be circulated through the economy, and opposed to it being just sunken into the void where we earn something and it's gone forever. Yeah, gold generates pretty easily. You can earn the gold, as I mentioned in the top right video, or the top right of the screen where it popped up. How to earn about 2.2 thousand gold a day, and you can earn more depending on how much you play, but it only takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours per day to earn that gold. But yes, let's hear what they have to say about the gold sinks.
Situation. So the more time-rich players that have a lot of stockpiled gold and things like that are spending on that. And because it's a time-based thing, it's something that more casual players that accumulate some wealth can also participate in and not feel like they're falling far behind. That does slow down the rate of how much is being crafted in the economy, and that goes to the prices of the resources that you mentioned that were crashing. In the winter update, we're going to have additional sources for the chromatic seals and the Azoth inductor. So that should actually increase the rate of higher end items being crafted and bring those prices back up, we think.
Yeah. And it's important to note those are additional ways to get these, right? So we'll still have the faction store, but there are additional ways, and there are ways that won't have coin sinks in them. So it'll be a way to get these that even casuals, super casuals, can get very easily.
Yes, yes, and that's a really good point because one of our main goals in the economy is to prevent like a huge wealth gap between time-rich players and more casual players, right? And so from the data that we've been looking at, what we call the Gini index, right, which there was a deep dive video with the economy team, so you can go look at that up to get more information on that. But the ratio between how much wealth more casual players and like very hardcore players have has shrunk with this change, and so that was something that we wanted to do, and you know, it's meeting our expectations right now.
Why don't we get more info about why you make certain balance changes? AGS just makes random, explosive changes, but misses to underline it with reasoning and goals for us to comprehend.
This is the question that was highlighted in the beginning of the video. I think this is where we all want to know. Explosive is the key word here. They're making very explosive changes. I think they kind of already covered that earlier in the video, where they said they've been making too frequent changes or too frequent updates, but that's because that's where they want it to be. They want to start making more changes over time, opposed to it that, like they mentioned last year, it was very few in between. I'm thinking what they're trying to do is they are trying to make explosive changes. Let's use that keyword. But they're trying to make explosive changes to see where the line should be drawn, and then they can push it back if it's too much. And for instance, Shirking heals, I think it was too much, and they did address that it is a little hard. They might, they might put it back to where it was or find a sweeter spot. So some changes, of course, everything is subject to change. We're not expecting to keep it the way it is. They have a really big question here, and I think that's what everyone is asking. This is what my friend has been talking about for some time. Why are they making these huge changes, especially when it comes to Shirking heals? He just got the gear, and now he has to change it because it's been nerfed. Let's see what they have to say.
The truth is we have a 20-sided dice we keep in the back.
I thought it was the blind monkeys typing.
It's a dartboard.
Yes,
So yeah, it
no,
looks like they seem to be having fun with this.
I'm sorry you feel that way, and it kind of makes us sad because
Sorry
one of the
we
reasons
feel
for
that
this
way.
show is to talk about the why that Scott just went into some of and Dave's does. On top of that, Dave runs another show that you may not be aware of called.
It's called A Balance of Power. This is very, very interesting. I will be covering the next Balance of Power that the guy on the right, I think he said his name is Dave. He does these not Wednesdays, or he does do them Wednesdays, but not every Wednesday. He does it like every in between. So we're going to see. I think we're expecting the next Balance of Power to come out after this video.
Balance of Power every Wednesday that talks
Oh, he just
about the
mentioned
balance changes and the reasoning behind it.
Not every Wednesday. Just the Wednesday following the Q&A update.
it. This guy, he's
Sorry,
like,
Mr.
what?
Lane.
Thank you, Mr. Levin. I appreciate that correction on the spot. Some Wednesdays, Dave has the Balance of Power update, and those are another way to communicate with the players. So we'll take the feedback and we'll try to get better at it. It is something we've actively been working on, though. I just want to be clear so you understand that, and it's important that we explain the why behind stuff.
Yes. So let's hear the why.
So yeah,
why
so
have you guys
we're
been
trying,
doing
and I guess
explosive
we'll have to
changes?
try harder.
Okay, that is all I got.
All right, everybody. Well, that's
Wow.
That's all we're
Okay,
gonna
well, they
answer
kinda covered
today.
it
Thank
earlier
you for
then,
the
so
questions. We really
That's it.
appreciated the new format where we gave some parameters around the questions. We'd love to hear how you felt about it. If this felt a little more targeted towards stuff that answered the questions you wanted us to answer. So let us know that on however you talk to us, Reddit, X, Discord, all those great places. Want to wish everyone a great holiday season in case we don't see you. Want to thank Dave and Scott for coming in and fielding questions with us. And if you like what you saw, let us know. Follow, like, subscribe, and all those fun things. Otherwise, see you in Eterna. Bye-bye.
Today we're going to talk about what balance is like in coming up into season 4 and with the recent release.
Yep. The next video is going to be Balance of Power. I'm very excited to see and hear what they have to say in that video. And we're to expect that video coming out in 2 days. That's pretty much it. I've been recording for 54 minutes, and hopefully I could drop this down into a 10-minute video. I might cut out some questions that weren't particularly pertain to PvP, as I am mainly a PvP channel. So yeah, what did you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, share it with your friends and family, and just keep supporting the channel as we've been kind of growing exponentially. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Next one should be a PvP video, highlighting what I can do. I've been getting a lot better at my bow skills. I'm not the best bow player, and as I've only been playing bow for the past 2 years of this game. So let's see if you guys like what I'm doing there. And of course, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.